Hey guys, we got another shipment here of awesome discs. You gotta check these out.
Discs.
Fresh new plastic. There's some beautiful discs in here. You guys have got to check some of these out. First off, I want to show you guys one of the things that I got. It's a Marvel Dimax. It's a Warden. Okay, this is Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Yes, this disc is amazing. It's in fusion plastic. One of the only times that you can actually get the Warden in fusion plastic is in the Dimax. That's why I wanted to pick it up. Let's look at the first disc. What do we got, Bree? So we got the Thief right here in lucid plastic. It's a nice little 8-speed fairway driver. It goes pretty straight. It's got a 0 turn and a 2 fade. So for me personally, when I threw it on a little Annie, but it had enough fade where it would come back and finish. So I definitely like this disc.
Hey, Bree. We're helping, Mom.
But yeah, so
We need to help.
we're helping Mom. Okay.
We're helping, yeah. Also, just aesthetically, this may be like my favorite color out of the whole lucid plastic. This just ultra electric blue color there.
Here's another Thief that we got right here.
Highlighter yellow.
This is one that I already snagged, so
What?
sorry, this one's not up. What else we got, Bree? So we got breakouts. These are what are these?
Breakouts are a lighter disc. None of these are heavy. They're all in the 150s. There's like a 157. It's
Oh,
a
this
little
is a
bit,
156.
Yeah, so these are a little bit understable. These are kind of meant to be just a disc for someone that doesn't have as much power.
Okay, so this would be a good beginner disc.
Very good beginner disc. Although I bet some of the guys with more power could probably get these to do some awesome turnovers or go dead straight.
What else do we got? Let's
I think
see.
we got a white one.
Here's a Deputy.
These are a special edition. Paige Pierce, 4-time world champion. Because Paige Pierce is better than you, you know it.
And these are actually some new plastic. When they were released in the Trilogy Challenge, they were initially prime, and we have them in, I believe, Classic and Classic Blend, so definitely check them out. Have a nice feel to them. Definitely a great utility putter to have. I like to use it sometimes where I need to get it around a tree or something like that, or if I need it to finish right, I can pretty much rely on this like all the time. So I always bag it.
Well, here's one with skeletons.
This one's a really nice looking pine. This is one of the new pines that was released with the actual stamp, and it looks really nice. I will hold it up against some white background. It actually has a pink tint to it, so a really beautiful looking disc right here. The pine for me kind of reminds me of an EMAC Truth. If you've thrown an EMAC Truth, it has one less glide on it, so it starts to fade a little bit quicker. But I really like this disc. If you've thrown an EMAC Truth or a Truth or something like that, it feels really good in the hands. Yeah, but this is a pine. Have you ever thrown a pine, Jeremy?
I have not thrown a pine. I
You
believe
gotta
this
check
came
one
from
of
the
those out.
Trilogy Challenge.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
remember
There was
correctly.
the Deputy right here that we have, and then there's the pine, and then the River Pro. And this is another one of the witnesses. This is the understable 8-speed fairway driver, and it looks like this is one of the fusion plastics. Real nice silver stamp on it.
Yeah, we also have the same thing in the Lucid Air, which is a lighter one, but I already claimed this one for myself because I throw light discs.
Well, light disc is going to be really great for turning it over. Also, should be a lot easier. This is the Classic Blend Deputy. Like we said, we had a few other Deputies, you know, some in Classic and Classic Blend also. So definitely pick it up. My prime one that I had got pretty beat in quickly. It got scratched and everything like on the first day of the Trilogy Challenge. So if you want something that's a little bit more durable, you might look at the Classic or Classic Blend. Let's see, what do we got here?
Oh, these are some pretty
I
ones.
think these are actually already claimed by Trey.
But we're gonna show them off.
Check these out.
I do not know how much this shows up on the camera, but this has
We'll take
all
a picture of this
This has
and
all
post it.
kinds of little just
It's beautiful.
stripes and spokes through it. It is.
It's kind of like a lucid burst almost.
Yeah,
It looks really beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
And this is another one of the judges. It has a a little bit of a light red tint burst with a darker red around it. And yeah, it's a beautiful disc. I think Trey actually claimed those, so good job on those.
There's a little disc golf part over here.
Okay.
A little disc golf part over there.
Well, that's true. And I think this is one of the claymores, and I think it might be claimed by Michael England, or maybe not. I know someone claimed it, maybe not. Who knows?
If you pay us more than Michael, we'll give it to you anyway.
But yeah, or maybe he had one of the other discs. I don't know. But this is one of the claymores. I actually haven't thrown a claymore. Have you thrown a
I
claymore?
have not thrown a claymore.
Well, we'll have to check it out.
Something I need to try, but there are so many I need to try.
The fuse. Let's see. So, have you ever thrown a fuse?
I've not ever done a fuse. This is a mid-range, and I can't really tell you a whole lot about it.
Yeah. It looks kind of domey when you look
It's a
at
little
it.
domey, got just a tick of a bead there, maybe.
It's pretty stable, it looks like. Maybe not. I don't know.
What else?
I haven't thrown a fuse. So.
What else we have in our stack, Bree?
Alright, let's look, Bree. What do we got next?
Bree,
So we got the sword. You ever thrown a sword?
I have not thrown a sword because it's a speed 12, and that is way faster than anything that I throw. But there's some
Okay.
people that this is going to be awesome for, because that's, you can see good.
Yeah. So I actually throw the sword a fair bit. It's actually a 12-speed driver. It has 5 glide, 0 turn, and 2 fade. And for me, like, the fade comes in a little bit late, so I can actually throw this out there pretty far. And then towards the end, it'll have a little finish to it. So I like this for long straight distances when I'm trying to get way out there. But yeah, what do we got next?
Pretty orange one here with a sword between the letters.
That's a stiletto. So I love the stiletto. Some people might not like it, but I think that it's a great overstable disc to have. I think that you should have an overstable disc in each one of your different, like, putter, mid-ranges, fairway drivers, or drivers, just because of sometimes you'll want to get around things, or sometimes you want to get, you know, up a hill or something like that. And if you want to make sure that it's always going to come back, having a super overstable disc such as the stiletto is going to guarantee that it's going to come back. Or if you're worried about maybe turning it over or something like that, like, sometimes I'll use my stiletto when I'm flicking or something, and even if I put on a little ante, I can always make sure that it's going to come back.
And it has some sort of warning down there written in Swedish.
Yeah, we have a few discs that are actually
Actually
Swedish
have the-
writing, I believe.
You have the Swedish or Finnish writing,
Finnish,
depending on
yeah.
if they're from Lat or West Side.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think that one was one.
Next one's rainbow colored.
Oh, so this is the Saint Pro.
Saint Pro, yes, with a rainbow colored stamp on it there. The Saint is, for me, it is one of my just regular overstable ones. I use it a lot for my flicks. This is actually going to be a little bit more overstable there. Just has a bit more stability on it.
One of the
being
things-
the Saint Pro.
One of the things I love about the Saint Pro is, for me, it's got a lot more glide to it. It's one of the few discs, I believe, that has a 7 glide, and that means that it's going to stay out there for quite a while. And instead of having like a very overstable finish where it just kind of dives, it has more of a gradual decline as it starts to fade. So what do we got next, Bree?
This one has a few numbers by the edge, if you can see it over
Oh.
there.
That is a
So,
bard.
That's a bar. It's another great utility disc to have. I pretty much threw that a lot because it was fairly overstable. What's the fade on it?
Fade is 3.
Fade is 3.
This
so.
one's like very translucent. I can like read the writing from this side.
Yeah. So I love it. It's a great utility disc to have. Like I said, I want to have like an overstable disc in every category, and the bar does a great job of filling that.
This one is silver,
And
or
that's a
it
warrant.
looks like a crown.
Yeah. There's a
There.
warrant, which is going to be a little bit understable mid-range.
I use that a lot. I'll use the deputy, the warrant, and the witness. You know, on some of those shots where I want to go to the right, you know. So I'm a righty, so I can either flick it, but sometimes I'll want to ante it. And when I want to do that, this is a disc that I'll definitely use to get around things. good example is probably like, I guess, Carver Hole 3, you know? Sometimes you can flick it, but you know, the Warrant's a good disc to use right here if you're wanting to ante it around onto that thing.
And now we're getting actually into our ones with the finished writing on it.
It has
That is actually an Underworld, even though it says Manala or something, like everything on here, like all of your numbers, it's not in English on there. So.
If next time you're at one of our events, definitely check out this disc because it is beautiful. It's a very nice looking disc, but it also has a really good feel to it, okay? So this is in tournament plastic. As you know, there's a few plastics that Westside offers. There's Tournament, the VIP, and then a few of the other like BT series, but this is a Tournament R, which means recycled. So if you throw in the Biofusion line, then this is kind of what it's going to feel like. And this is actually out of production, so they don't produce this anymore. So this is a very rare disc as far as you know, the plastic type goes. So feel it, see if it feels good for you. For me, it feels amazing. But yeah, check this out next time you're at one of our events. What do we got next?
This one has a little R by the plate here.
Oh, so that means it's a Tournament recycled. So it's the same type of plastic as this one right here, okay? So this is also in the Swedish or Finnish writing, and it's a Tersis, okay? Do you throw the Tersis much?
I do throw the Tersis a bit. This is the understable mid that I kind of go with.
Yeah. Yeah, I throw it a lot. It's actually a great beginner disc too. It has the -3 on the turn, so when people are often starting out, you know, they'll throw it sometimes with a lot of highs or throw it like that, and that'll kind of flip it to flat for them, and they'll actually be able to get a lot of distance. So when you're starting off with a beginner, the Tersis is a great beginner disc.
Let's see what else we have in there.
What else do we have, Bree? So we got some water bottles here. These are some good looking water bottles.
These are nice Nalgene bottles. That's like a name brand. These things are darn near indestructible.
Yeah.
We can fill them up with water. And
So this holds 32 ounces. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's
So-
a good bit.
Yeah, we got a lot of neat stuff. What more
And
we got?
like any of the like DD bags and even like bags from other companies are all made for these to go in there. The Nalgenes are just a very popular brand, and so this size is just
Should fit most
everything
backpacks,
is made for this
everything.
for that to fit in it there.
And this is one of the nice shirts that we also picked up. I think Jared already snagged this, but this is one of the beautiful polos that just came out.
Yeah, really.
Look at that there.
You got that. You got a
It's
little
a-
bit on the back there.
Yeah,
Be dynamic.
nice little logo on the back. So
Yes.
it comes in a few different colors. There's this color. I have one that's gray with blue. And I forget what the other color is, but yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yes. And lastly, we have Jarrett's keys for sale. If you give us enough money, we'll give you Jarrett's keys.
These are not for sale. No.
Yeah, they are not for sale.
So anyway, that's it, guys. Check out the disc that we got at the next event, and if there's anything that catches your eye, go ahead and tag it.